Hello, Logic Language Learners. So, continuing in this pronunciation series, I'm going to be addressing another problem, and this is the nightmare word for some of you, which is plus or plus, or even plus in certain situations. So this word is the bane of many of your lives when it comes to speaking, and you really want to use it, and it keeps causing problems. And yet it is pretty simple to solve. So first things first, let's have a look at the word P-L-U-S, okay? As per usual, the board, and those of you that have commented about the angle of the board, it's the worst classroom for light. I do apologise. If there's anything you're not clear of or you want a transcription of, do please say, but we're just really struggling to try and find an angle where the board is visible, so I am aware of its shortcomings. But the point is, again, and I am stressing this, is the method is not a visual method. You should be using the systems and the poetry and the, you know, the little hand signals to come up with the tenses. And I really am not just saying that as an excuse. It really is how you should be working. You shouldn't be reading when you're trying to speak or listen to somebody in French. So we have the word P-L-U-S. So let's look at when we say plus and when we say plus. That's basically the challenge here. So a general good rule would be, if you are going with a positive meaning, okay, I don't think you can see positive, we're going to pronounce the S. And if you're going with a negative meaning, you're not going to pronounce the S. And for some reason I'm very popular today with people sending me in homework, so I'm going to leave that over there, okay? So, two main things to think about with the word plus, okay? We have it as part of the combination phrase ne, verb, and plus, okay? And this is predominantly negative. So I speak, je parle. I don't speak anymore, je ne parle plus. And you might think French is complicated, but English does exactly the same. I speak more than Luke is more, is greater than, is higher than, a larger amount. I don't speak anymore. Negative, stopped, less than, okay? So we do have this interesting balance between the up and the down with the word more in English as well, okay? No more. Yeah, would you like any more wine? Yes, I would like more wine. Oh, no more wine, stop, finish. So don't be too judgmental on French, because we do this in English. So the first things first is, if we have ne and plus, this is a negative meaning. I smoke, je fume. I don't smoke anymore, je ne fume, F-U-M-E, plus. I dance, je danse. I don't dance anymore, je ne danse plus. I don't dance anymore, my back is bad, okay? I haven't bought any more, j'ai acheté, je n'ai plus acheté. Yeah, even if it went around any verb, even in the past or whatever, it's not going to be plus acheté. I pronounce because of the consonant. I'll just come on to that in a second. Yes, so basically, if you're using ne and plus normally, you're not going to be saying the plus. Okay? Now, let's have a think. Conversationally, we often drop the ne, don't we? So I smoke, je fume. I don't smoke anymore, je fume plus. So don't be thinking, okay, if I have ne and plus, then I'm not pronouncing the S. Because that won't always guarantee this, will it? Because a lot of the time you don't pronounce the ne, okay? So I like, j'aime, I don't like anymore, j'aime plus, okay? Me neither, moi non plus, negative. Yeah, not moi aussi, me neither, moi non plus. Okay? So pretty much a negative expression, okay? Let's look at positive expressions. Let's look at when we do pronounce the S, okay? And many of you would say, okay, but Luke, you've taught us that if you have an S and it's pronounced, for example, we just had a video on tout, and when we pronounce the S it becomes tous, which is very much a S. And yet when we're pronouncing the S here, it's going to become plus. No, it's going to become plus, which is also the S. But you will have heard plus. Okay? So let's look at the difference between those first, okay? So, if you have the general mindset that if you are saying more in an increased way, you're gonna hear the S. You might like to think more of something, more of a word. So more, let me think. More, I would like more coffee. Je voudrais plus de café. Yeah, plus de café. More coffee. Okay? I would like, I need more time. Plus de temps. Okay? And one of the reasons this pronunciation takes place here is because if it were plus, it would mean no more time. No more coffee for me, thank you, or plus de café pour moi. Yeah? So it is this S being pronounced which really makes the difference between yes and more or no more. Okay? Good. Let's quickly look at plus when we have adjectives after it. Okay? So if we had he is older or more aged, plus âgé, then like any other word with the letter S and then a vowel, we're going to pronounce this like a Z. Plus âgé. More interesting, plus intéressant. More at ease, plus à l'aise. Yeah, more at, yeah, ease. So if you have plus and then an open mouth, because as you know, vowels for me I don't like. Vowels means you're reading. So if your mouth goes open afterwards, okay? Plus à l'aise, plus intéressant, more agile, plus agile. If your mouth opens, don't be thinking about vowels, because vowels means, oh, I'm reading A-E-I-O-U, A-E-I-O-U. If your mouth is going to open after this word plus, it will be a Z sound, not an S sound, okay? If you have a positive meaning, okay, but with an adjective, but the adjective is normal, shall we say, i.e. it begins with a closed mouth, it begins with a consonant. So if we had, for example, bigger, plus grand, you're going to go, well, Luke, you've just told me that if it's a positive increase, it's going to be s. But if it's with adjectives, i.e. more and then a description, we don't have this rule. So, for example, bigger will be, as I'm sure most of you know, plus grand. Okay? Wider, plus large, L-A-R-G-E. Okay? More difficult, plus difficile. So when it's used as an adjective, this shouldn't bother you, this shouldn't concern you then. So you're just going to stick to it like a normal word. Plus, then the word, and if we have an open mouth, we're going to do the Z. Yeah? Which is pretty normal for words ending in S in French. Yeah? You've had that before. Several, plusieurs, yeah, more people, plusieurs personnes. Several ages, plusieurs âges. You're used to doing that with words, okay? So that's for descriptions. Apart from that, I want you to divide it into two camps. Plus for something positive, and plus for something negative. Okay, let's just do some examples again at the end. Okay. I haven't got any more examples. Je n'ai plus d'exemples because I haven't got any more. Or j'ai plus d'exemples. Negative. Okay. There are more examples. Il y a plus d'exemples. There are more examples because it's positive. Okay. He is more interesting than me. Il est plus intéressant que moi because you've got a word opening with a vowel, with an open mouth. He is more educated. Il est plus éduqué. Notice éduqué can also be in French manners as well as academic things, exams. Okay, he's fatter than I am. Il est plus gros. So he is fatter. There is more fat. You know, his level of fat is higher. Notice I didn't say a name. I didn't say who was fatter than I am. Notice his level of fat is higher, okay? But I'm not saying plus because it's a description word, okay? So that's pretty much to try and make this mentally easy for you, is what it's going to be. If it's positive, it's going to be s. If it's negative, it's going to be silent. And if it's got an adjective, it's going to work like normal. Okay? If this has been useful, please tell me. If you have any questions underneath, same as with the tu and the tus video, can you just say, are we pronouncing the S in this example? And if you write it in the comment, I will respond to you completely free of charge, that's fine. As I always say, if you want to contact me privately, it is Logic Language Learning, the word logic, the word language, the word learning, all together at gmail.com, or Logic Language Learning on Skype. Okay, have a lovely rest of your day. And please click like and subscribe.